So here I was gonna lose, um, and I had to think really hard to what to do. And so I used my Cobra, hit the taunt, and then I do what I can to kill his summoned creatures. And I was left with that. I used my Sunwalker, hopefully to buy some time. And it helped quite a bit. I managed to stall time, used all that I can, took him out, left with Argent Commander. And this is where I started to put my Ysera out the next turn. And now that I have my Ysera out, at this point, I used it to kill one time, and then he Shadow Bolted my guy to 4-8, and then I double health with Divine Spirit, so it's for 4-16. So now I can use it to kill a lot of stuff and heal it back if I need to. And I did have to taunt myself because I had 8 health left. And he tried again really hard to take out my Ysera with Shadow Flames without risking his other creatures. But he failed to kill my Ysera, and I was hoping and waiting for an opportunity to put my rag out, and I still couldn't. Um, and then at this point, I got Holy Fire, and I was wanting to save it for emergencies when he does summon a lot more guys. And this is also the point where my 4-3 Ysera was gonna die really soon. I healed it up, and then I managed to put my rag out finally after I cleared that board, uh, except that 1-4, which he's not gonna live for a very long time. And once I got my rag out, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be a victory. And then my rag chose to hit his face instead of the 1-4, which is fine in a way. I was happy about it either way because I can heal myself. He did kill my Ysera with that 1-4, as you would see that it would die. And then with the clean board, my rag could deal more damage to his face. I was still keeping my Alexstrasza. I was hoping to have my Alexstrasza right from the start. I had it from the start, starting hand. I did not switch it out, even though it cost 9, because who knows if I need it at some point. And I was at 10 health in the beginning, like I said earlier. And he used he attacked my rag a few times, and it was a 8-6, and then he swapped it with his Crazed Alchemist, and that's why it's a 6-8. And here I thought stole with the card with one of my thought steals on the left side of my Alexstrasza card, and this is where the Locust Swarm would really help me out in a difficult situation if he floods the board with his summoning, because he has no cards in hand. So I made sure to keep his Locust Swarm that I thought stole along with the Immortal Coil, and it really came in handy because my rag would not be able to wipe each one out in case I lose minions. And this is where he starts flooding the board uh, because of the egg. And he managed to have another abomination. At this point, I wanted to heal my Emerald Drake, but I just didn't, which I probably should have. In the end, I used the Locust Swarm, cleaned out the board, left my rag all there, and he has no cards in hand. So I got my Light Well, and I put my Light Well out, and it randomly heals between him and my rag. And then he put out more stuff. I had no choice but to use um, something else later. And then he actually got his Locust Swarm, and that's why he is has 14 health, and then now he's back to 17 with a 4/4 on the board. He summoned one, because 7 plus 2 is 9, and then that's where he has 1 out of 10 mana left. And at this point, I use my second Argent Commander, took that minion out, and then I put my Cobra in case I want to keep my Argent Commander, in which then I couldn't do because he decided to put another Abomination out. After this. Um, but yeah, this is where I basically won the game, regardless of what he's gonna do. Yeah, see, I lost the other two creatures, the Cobra and the one, because of an Abomination, which I didn't screenshot. And then I lost my 4/2 Argent Commander. And as you can see, my Rag finally killed him because he chose to hit his face instead of the 4/2 out. And this is how I won. And the reason why I am using screenshots is because when I was doing my thing, I tried to run OBS, and for some reason it didn't capture. And even after I restarted the game, restarted this, I couldn't capture it, and so I have to restart my computer.